Well, I've gone and done it. Here it is. Ninjunku. You're not going to believe what I did. I bought a track bike. This is Ninjunku. Today I'm going to take it for the inaugural ride, just kind of around the neighborhood, and I'm going to take it next door to the school parking lot and just kind of give it a ride around the parking lot, see how it does. All right, here we go. All right, this is Ninjunku. First ride. I'm a little nervous, to be honest. There is no track stand at the moment. The guy owes me a track stand, who I bought it from. So, fully prepped track bike. All fairings, race fairings or track fairings, whatever you want to call them. Slick in the front. Rear tire needs to be replaced. This is a Ninja 250. Two Brothers exhaust that is on the other side. And that's about it. No gauges. I don't know if you can see that. No gauges. $1,300, fully ready to go. We're gonna give it a shot. See how it does. Okay, let's hope we don't drop it. So, one of the other things is this seating position I'm not used to, because my bike, Versa 650's upright, Z125 upright. This guy is so low. Foot pegs are high. Clip-ons. He even told me that these clip-ons really aren't even that aggressive. That the more aggressive ones would be underneath the tree and cut into the fairing. So oh, Ninjunku, you're letting me down, buddy. Ooh, almost had it. Let it idle for a minute. There we go. Oh, we're in business, boys. All right, here we go. Oh man, you can smell that gas. All right, so we got started. I think maybe I was trying to give it too much gas, so I just hit the starter without trying to twist the gas. I guess that's a habit with my other bikes that are fuel injected. Just kind of hit the starter, turn the throttle a little bit, and it fires up. So anyway, we're gonna give it a shot. All right. So this bike is not street legal, so I'm just gonna kind of go down the road and across the street to the school parking lot. So here we go. Ooh, it's peppy. Oh, it is kind of peppy. So the seating position is definitely a little different. My feet are kind of tucked up. A little nervous riding this on this road. It's just right down the road though. Wow, the throttle response is awesome. Like, maybe it's geared more for the track, so it's got a very thin throttle response. I guess basically what I mean is that I don't have to twist the throttle that far in order to get it to respond, you know? So, here we go. But it's definitely got some pep to it. It really doesn't take much to get it going. Like, I just give it a little bit of a twist and away it goes. Oh, this is awesome. All right, so The reason I wanted to bring it out here, this is my first ride on a track bike. It's not street legal, no gauges, as you can probably see. The seating position is different than what I'm used to. So one of the main things I wanted to do by bringing this out here in the parking lot was to just get used to the body position, because it's so different than what I'm used to. This is a Ninja 250. I'm tall. I'm like 6'3", 6'4", and so I'm kind of big for this bike, but you know, I'm fairly flexible. I think I can fit on the foot pegs, and I just want to be able to get used to the leaned over body position, even though, like I said, it's not a super aggressive position when it comes to track bikes. A real aggressive would be clip-ons even further down, foot pegs even higher up. But I'm a beginner. I've never been on a track before, never been on a track bike before. This is my first time on a track bike. So I just want to get used to the machine before I take it to the track and make a total fool of myself. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a couple laps and just try to get down here. So what do we need to do? Body position. I don't want to be stiff on the bars like this. I want to have my hands and my arms loose so I can move, or so I can steer the bike, really. So I'm going to use my knees to kind of pinch the tank a bit. I'm going to get my butt back, and I'm going to lean over, and I can put my chest on the tank here, and my hands are fairly loose. To be honest, I'm not sure this bike is set up correctly for me at all, because it is, I do feel kind of big on it. Maybe, you know, someone 5'10" or so is probably right for this, but I'm about, like I said, about 6'4". Okay, so I'm kind of tucked down. I don't know. I'm going to probably try to be more in this neutral position here, but yeah, I'm just going to try to get my hands correctly on the bars, and also correctly on the controls, but then also not to be stiff on the bars. I want my elbows, what is it, like a chicken wing thing. I need to be able to flap my elbows and not be stiff on the bars like this. So here we go. I'm just gonna go for a couple of laps. I don't really know what I'm doing, but you know, that's why we're here. Anyone watching this video, you're kind of learning with me right now. So just to see what it's like, if anyone out there has aspirations of ever doing a track day or riding a track bike, or if you out there have a Ninja 250 or Ninja 300 or maybe a 600, and you've never been on one before, this is kind of more the position that you might end up in riding wise, as opposed to an upright bike like I have, which is a Versa 650, which is very upright. So anyway, I'm not going to try to drag knees or anything. Really, all I'm doing is I'm trying to get used to the way the steering input works in relation to my body position, and maybe how it would be with braking, downshifting. So really what you want to do is you want your weight forward and kind of on that front tire, because any kind of braking that you'll be doing does come with the front. It does go on mainly on that front tire. Oh, shitty downshift. Oh man. The thing's got some pep, I'll give it that. Like, turn that throttle, it'll go. Like I said, I'm not even going to try to drag a knee or anything like that. I'm just neutral body position. Try to look where I'm going, point the bike, or look where you want to point the bike. You know, that's the question. Where you want to go, that's where you're going to look. Look down. like I said, today's ride is more about getting comfortable with body position and the seat and the shifters, where those all are. Because like I said, this is my first time on this bike. It's my first time on a track bike. And just being familiar with the machine that you're on, the controls, the feel, I think is very important. So before you go ripping around a track or doing anything like that, you need to be comfortable with the machine you're on. So that means the throttle, the brake levers, the feel of the clutch, all those things are very important. So that's some ladies. I'm just gonna give them a friendly wave so they don't call the cops on me and go, hey, I saw this guy creeping around the school on a illegal, non-street legal bike. So but we're in a parking lot, so I hope it's okay if we're just in a parking lot, you know. We'll see about that. But the other thing is, this bike's kind of loud, and this is kind of a quiet neighborhood, so I don't want to be disturbing the peace, you know what I mean? Holy crap, this thing, I just point it to where I want it to go, and it just kind of goes there. It's awesome. That was awesome. All right, successful first ride. I'm gonna head back before those moms call the cops on me. So anyway, what do you guys think? Ninja 250, nicknamed Ninjunko. I bought this from a regular at one of the local tracks. I say local, but it's about 45 minutes away. Apparently he's a former racer. He had this cool garage in the back of his house, you know, a whole separate building where he had a couple of bikes, and apparently he built this guy from the ground up, specifically as a track bike. And apparently this bike is more well known at the track than I am, of course, because I've never been to the track. But it's nicknamed Ninjunko, and apparently he said that if I take this bike to that track, that people are going to recognize it, and he said people will know whose bike it is or was. So pretty interesting. So yeah, it was an interesting guy. Anyway, so point is, Epic Motorcycle Channel's latest edition is Ninjunko Ninja 250 track bike, which we will hopefully be doing some more content with. I will do a first track day ride. Whoa, dab, come on, throttle response, or clutch control, throttle control. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Getting used to the throttle, getting used to the clutch before you even try to take this thing on a track for a real ride. So anyway, stay tuned for more content. We're basically gonna document. I might throw some paint on this or put my logo on, I don't know. But anyway, stay tuned for more content with this bike. We're gonna have our first track day on this, so anyone out there who's curious what your first track day is gonna be like, I am too. You can experience it with me. You can tune in and I will take you through day one of being on a track. So anyone out there who's wondering what it's gonna be like, wow, it just lays over real easy. so low to the ground, you just kind of lean and it goes the way you want it to go. Oh man, this was so fun. Well, there we have it. Ninjunku. Newest addition to the Epic Motorcycle channel.